Hello, gracious soul, and welcome to the giveaway part. I decided to separate it so that the people that will come to this video once the giveaway ends do not have to listen to it. If you're interested, I will be giving away a free reading. It will probably be about 60 minutes long or longer. I don't have an upper limit, but I think minimum is like 50-60 minutes. It can answer all your questions. And if you want to take part, the only things that you need to do is 1, be subscribed to the channel. 2, like that video. And 3, you need to leave me a comment with 2 things. So the first thing, I would like you to tell me what resonated in this reading. So if you watch it, then you can tell me what really resonated with you, which parts you really take for yourself and like you take home. And the second thing is, please tell me what kinds of videos you would like to see from me in the future. And that's it, the 3 things, and you will enter the giveaway. It will close on the 10th of January 2023. The time will be indicated somewhere on the screen and in the description. So basically all the information is in the description, so please read it well. And yeah. So good luck. If you want to win it, it can be yours. And thank you so very much for being here with me, for Divinity. I didn't even mention why I am doing the giveaway. It's basically because I realized it's been 6 months since I started, like more than 6 months now. Since I started this channel, I'm getting a lot of subscribers, lots of beautiful comments from people, and it's sparking up my heart. So I want to give something back to the community, and anyways, let's go on to the readings, and I'm very happy to see you there. Hi friend that chose group 1, and welcome to this tarot reading. This is going to be a 2023 predictions for you. 4 major themes highlighted in your life. Now, if you have been sent here by Spirit to see it in 2026 or even later on, this is channeled energy from your next 12 months. So if you're here, you're welcome. You were sent here for a reason. However, let's now come back to my present moment at least. And let's see the 4 themes highlighted for you. These will be your tarot cards. They are already pre-shuffled, and we will use them to basically know something more about in what areas are these themes occurring for you. However, let's just start with the basics. So these are in Polish, but I will translate these cards for you and will also insert on the screen their names. So we have for you Treasure Island, Co-Create, Soulmates, and Clean It Up. So what I can see just for the starters, by the look of these cards, you're definitely experiencing with the Treasure Island, there is abundance of something. Now, I don't know yet what that is. However, it has it in how this card is described in the booklet. It's the law of attraction working for you, or whatever, if you call it the law of assumption, it doesn't really matter. It's just your thoughts were creating, you have put in the effort, and now you're reaping the rewards. You're finding the X and you're finding your treasure. The co-create tells me that you will become more conscious of creating your reality with the universe. So with inspired action, inspired by Spirit. Soulmates mean that you will meet either a soulmate as in a romantic relationship, or a friendship. Maybe in your family circle, you will mend something with a soulmate. That is also possible. And with Clean It Up, something is becoming lighter on your shoulders. Cleaning is always getting rid of excess energy, of old residues that we don't need anymore. It's seeing clearer, thinking better, and being brighter, basically. So let's look at the tarot to see these areas. So one by one, not to get impatient. So for the Treasure Island, we have we have the 6 of Swords, and we have the King of Swords, interesting. All right, yo, that, For those of you that have been planning a move, or you happen to know something about it, or just you weren't planning but it resonates for you, that you're a traveler, you like to change your home, your environments, your surroundings, where you live, it is very possible that you will go on an adventure, or you will change the place that you live in, and what you will find, the place that you will be in, the new surroundings will be like gold. You will find gold, basically. This also indicates that you will be changing the way you think. And because the swords are connected to our thoughts, and this card can be connected to the law of attraction, assumption, and so on. So these laws usually work by our thoughts mainly. Emotions too, actions too, but emotions and actions usually come from thoughts. This tells me that you, my beautiful viewer, you'll be changing your mental story to what you really want it to be. You will truly get to know the laws of the universe and how to implement them. So for me, it means that this year, the next 12 months for you is working on your limiting beliefs, is basically, it can even be changing your personality, changing who you are, who you think you are. Spirit is telling me who you think you can be. Maybe some of you put some limiting boundaries on yourself, and you think in these, I don't want to say that you think in black and white, but maybe some of you think like, I like this, I don't like that, and that happened to be who you are. But this year you are learning that it doesn't have to be that way. And the new thoughts that you're finding, the new ideas that you're finding, the new personality or the new places, this is all golden treasure. So it's like you're expanding with your knowledge, with your understanding about yourself, other people, and the world. But if it's talking about physical adventure, then it applies too. Literally, like treasure hunting reminds me of pirates. And then you literally have these two figures looking at a sea or an ocean and waiting to embark on a journey. So it's like you're kind of becoming a pirate, but a good one in a sense. So again, in a nutshell, it can be physical travel or mental travel for many of you. And I just want to say that the King of Swords sometimes can indicate for us like an attorney, a counselor, a lawyer. So if you've been feeling like, or maybe you can write it down, if you will feel like you want to talk to a professional, this is also saying that it will give you golden advice, like going to a therapist. If you're into that, you will find gold. And it tells me like if you decide to talk to someone that is maybe wiser than you, older than you, you feel like they can embody that archetype of the King of Swords, they will help you because they will not find the treasure for you. They will just show you that you have the treasure inside of you and how you can get into it, if that makes sense. That is very beautiful because it's like, you know, once you change your thoughts and align them to really what you want, like the reality to be, and you change your thoughts so much that you believe and you live in another reality, you can do this whole transurfing and changing timelines. So that is big. That is big. Changing thoughts is like the foundation. Okay. So I really feel a lot of change for you the upcoming 12 months, pile one. Okay, then we have co-create, and again you have swords. You have the Ace of Swords. Actually, I'm pretty sure that before recording your pile, I was like, okay, what if with the co-create they get like an ace? I didn't think of the Ace of Swords specifically, but I was just thinking of some ace, and that is truly like new ideas are coming your way. New ideas on what to do, what to implement. Okay, let's take one more. Okay, 7 of Cups. Wow. It's like now Aquarius came to my mind. Maybe some of you are Aquarius, and with the swords, you may also be the air signs. Well, that is Aquarius actually, but two other air signs are Libra and Gemini. But this is giving me like freedom of choice energy. So basically, the Seven of Cups indicates that you can choose anything. And I know you came here for specifics. Like, I get it. So we will get into the specifics. I have more cards that I can look at later. But just what I have to tell you, and I know it's vague, but you can co-create in any area that you want. It's like within the 12 months, either one time or multiple times, you will be getting lots of ideas. The Ace of Swords is like a gift from the universe. It's breakthroughs, literal mental breakthroughs. You are understanding something on a deep level, and you're getting ideas on how to co-create. So it means like what to do, who to become, what to put your energy towards. And yeah, the Seven of Cups also tells me that you can be like an entrepreneur, or you can have multiple jobs. You can co-create in many areas. So you can be maybe full-time is not the good word if I want to say like about, okay. Again, you can be a mom or a dad, basically a parent, you can take care of children, of your spouse, and at the same time, you can be an amazing cook, an amazing businessman or woman. At the same time, you can be a traveler. At the same time, you can be a storyteller. You can work in a circus, even if that's what you want. Basically, what I mean is like you truly have the freedom of choice that year, and you are capable to do multiple things at once. What I just want to tell you that with the Ace of Swords, I truly feel like you don't have all the information just yet. Okay? That is not to say something negative about you. This is just like be patient, because I'm truly getting from this energy, like the vibes, that within the 12 months you will be shown again and again things that you can do, and that you can like the little tools that you will implement, if that makes sense. So have patience, and you will be shown amazing things by the universe. Then we have for you soulmates. So soulmate finding in the areas of the Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Geez, you'll have a very good reading. Okay, soulmates. Like the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment card. It's the manifestation card. So that can tell me that you're either finding a partner or friends, just a close circle or a close person if you're into only one, that is with you into manifestation, into the more esoteric. Or even if you're not into that, you can still be like, you can be down to earth, I believe, and still think very positively. Maybe you're just like, I'm not really into the laws of like assumption, attraction, but I just do believe that things will work out. Then it's like you're finding people that are like-minded and that do it with you, because believe me, I know it's not that easy to find friends that do believe these things and don't just, deem it some crappy woo-woo that doesn't work. So, the Page of Wands, however, is like embarking on a creative journey. What does it mean, Spirit? It can mean like it within your creative endeavors, and that tells me like creative, because creative has these connotations that we have to invent some new things that have never been seen before. Creative for me, like the wands are connected to just what you do on a daily basis and what you put your sacral chakra energy towards. So it can even be studying at a university, it can be working at a company, and if you're embarking on such a journey, because the pages are usually children, they symbolize beginnings most of the time. So if you're starting something new within the area of studies and work, and you want to combine it with that manifestation energy, that wish fulfillment, I feel like you will find soulmates. You will find people that support you in these areas. And that is beautiful because sometimes it can get a bit alone. Spiritual awakening is all about connection, but at the same time, how many people are out there, like awoken? More and more, and that is good. But like, I remember my early stages of my awakening, it was very lonely because people like literally told me that I'm making this stuff up, that synchronicities don't exist, that it's just like self-fulfilling prophecy from psychology. And like, even if it is, why ruin the fun for someone? So I really believe that you're getting the like-minded people that believe in the impossible with you. But it also tells me that if you want to start something creative together, like a project with friends, you will either do it with your current friends and just your soulmate connections are strengthening in the next year for you, in this case 2023. But if you don't feel like you have these people, then the universe will present you with them, or with them, meaning plural or singular. It can be one person for some of you. Okay, and then we have the clean it up. So in what areas is that clean it up? Okay, 4 of Wands, that is interesting. And the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is, what kind of energy it gave me of of the party animal. That's such a stupid name. But basically the party animal, because the 4 of Wands is all about fun. It's about celebrations. But if it's paired with the 10 of Swords and you have to clean it up, it's either that you have to adjust your party life if you have a very abundant one right now. You have to maybe make some, you have to sever some cords, maybe some people there at the events, or the fun situation. But lately I've been rewatching my own reading and I noticed that I didn't say an important thing about the 4 of Wands, because for me the 4 of Wands is also the energy of just having fun, of just choosing fun. So this can mean that you need to clean up. It's like for those of you that tend to procrastinate on your responsibilities and the necessities that you have to get done right here and right now, but instead you choose fun, like, I don't know, board games, drawing, watching something, then it's like you need to clean it up. In a sense, you need to get that area in order, okay? But the 4 of Wands, since it's a 4 also indicates home. So it can be cleaning up at your home. And the 10 of Wands, since it's about endings, it can mean that either some of you need to move out. Now, only take this message if it resonates, but maybe some of you need to leave the place that you're currently at, or you just need to get rid of some stuff, because some stuff is clogging your energy. It's clogging your actual pathway to something. Like, just yesterday, I will tell you a story. I came home because it was just Christmas, and in Poland we celebrated, of course. Poland is very much Christian. So I went to my hometown from the town that I'm currently live in. And when I came back, I just had this box. I don't know from where, but it doesn't matter. And I didn't want to throw it away, because why create litter if you can always leave it, and maybe then if I have to send the package, I will use that box. Okay, the story is boring. Anyway, my boyfriend said, hey, why don't you put all your tarot cards in that box? And I said, yeah, let's do it. But then I realized that if I stuck them in this box, then to get to the lowest deck, at the bottom of the box, I have to get everything out, and it's just creating extra work. And I know that for me to do something, I love doing tarot, but still I don't always have the willingness to do it, on 24/7. I'm not a robot, and neither are you. So I know that for me to want to sit down and do something, I have to have the least resistance, the path of the least resistance. So I said, no, if I put it in the box, I will procrastinate probably even if 5% more. but I will procrastinate 5% more on doing the tarot because I will have to get the boxes, like the card boxes, out of the big box. And I don't want to do it. So I resigned on it. And I really feel like for you, it's like maybe you have the same thing as me. And like if you want to finally sit down and learn guitar, take that guitar out of its clothing, whatever it's called, out of the case, you know. If you want to finally paint, get that canvas and your dyes and your paints out of a drawer. It's basically clean up your home so that your habits can become, like, so that your, the things that you want to do become habits. They become as automatic and as easy as they can. Okay, so yeah. And for others of you, if it hasn't been resonating and you're just like, what is she talking about? I feel like because the 10 of Swords is sometimes about like stabbing in the back, and then we have 2 people in the 4 of Wands, events with people, that can mean that you need to clean up some of your relationships. But this is like a side message, I would say, so it's not for everyone. Only take it if you've been feeling like, oh yeah, there is that one person that we're not really vibing anymore and they're not good for my growth, maybe I'm not good for their growth. If you feel like that's you, then you're asked, don't do it now. It's just that you can expect it to automatically fall away in 2023 or whatever year you're watching that in, because it's simply like its time has passed. All right, group 1. So not to make it any longer, I think this is all I have for you today. I was thinking if I want to say anything more, just like in a nutshell, there's a lot of manifestation in your reading, which for me it's beautiful because I believe in that stuff. If you do too, for me it means that your manifestation scales are really increasing. And it's like, because this was your pile indicator, this is for me like the most important. Your crystal corresponds to the ocean of possibilities, ocean of the unknown. So basically what I would wrap it up as is that you are being called truly this year, trust the unknown. And I know it's easier said than done. It's just like done. Sorry. If you feel any pull or urge to do something that you've never done before, let go of things, or start meeting new people, travel in a way that you haven't traveled in before. It's just something that scares you. I feel like this is the year for you to finally do it and try it. And I'm also gonna say, like, don't force it. If this is your message, then you're gonna be helped by these energies, spirit, and just anything that brought you to this video. By these energies, you're gonna be helped to do these things. So good luck with your manifestations. Thank you for coming here today. If you want to take part in the giveaway, all the information is in the description. I would love to see you taking part in it. And until next video, because I'm gonna do a career in 2023 and like blessings in 2023, all of that. So if you want to see more about the upcoming year, then stay tuned, subscribe, and until the next video, bye bye. All right, hello group 2 and welcome to your tarot reading. This is going to be sort of a 2023 predictions, and I say sort of because if some of you were sent here by spirit by seeing this video somewhere years after that, like 2027 or something, you are still welcome here, because if you saw it, you saw it for a reason, right? And you're here for a reason. But now let's come back to the present moment. This is now for you all about 2023. 4 major themes indicated and highlighted within the next 12 months of your life. So we have for you TikTok, the tribe, exchanging gifts, and never-ending story. Now, I'm going to use the tarot cards in just a second to find out about the specifics, because these are only the themes highlighted for you, but we don't know in what areas. And we will find it out with the tarot cards, but for now, TikTok is about divine timing, finding things, starting things, or just experiencing stuff within the divine timing, but it's also about the flow of time, like how you feel the time is flowing based on the activity that you're doing. So something about that is going to be happening or changing for you. Then we have the tribe, that is your immediate surroundings, your friends and family, where you feel like you belong. We will see what happens to that. We have exchanging gifts, which mean there is the law of cause and effect at play within your life, or rather will be. And never-ending story. So I read this card in the booklet and it said that it's about like never-ending drama, but I personally would not read it that way. We're going to see the tarot cards and then I can tell you what it's truly about. But yeah, there can be a story that's changing or that's still ongoing. We'll see. So for the TikTok card, by the way, it really, like, the energy that it gave me was like, if some of y'all are TikTokers, I feel like this video is in confirmation that you can become famous or well-known. You can, people can find out about you on TikTok. Like, now I don't have that app. I don't know how it works. And I don't think I ever will. But but it can surely happen to you if you desire that. So the tarot for this card are Death, and the Four of Wands. Now, what I have to tell you, I have something ugly next to my nail, is that I tried to record your pile for a few minutes, and then I had to stop because there were great rumors outside my apartment, and because I left the door open, which I never do, and please don't do it. Okay, never do it. But my partner left out. I just left the door open. Not very smart. And I was scared that maybe someone's gonna come inside because there were a lot of noises. So I was a bit scared. And then I looked at your crystal, which reminds me of the sacral chakra. Root chakra. I know it's brown, not red, but it's still giving me that earth vibes, that earth connection, which is about feeling stable. And then I saw that you have the Four of Pentacles, which the 4 is again a number of stability. And maybe these rumors are also an indicator for you, like, please be sure in your next 12 months, but also like always in your life, to close the door, not to have any unwanted guests, because that one time happened to me that a drunk man barged into my house. That was just crazy. He was super drunk. He tipped over and he was bleeding. Then the police came and I'm not going to talk about it even, but just that is a reminder also for you to stay safe, okay? Stay safe. The first message. But now, TikTok, Death, and the Four of Wands. So if any of you watching this pile feel like you've been experiencing lack mentality, it's like maybe you feel all the laws of the universe, right? Because we have the law of giving and receiving here with the exchanging gifts. Maybe you feel like you know them or you want to practice them, but there is still something not clicking. You still feel like you don't feel so abundant all of the time. I feel like this can change for you. Like, divine timing is here at play. So it's also an indicator for you not to push through it, not to try to make it happen. It will happen naturally, that you will experience a shift, a big transformation in either how you deal with your finances, with your money, with abundance is also like items, with the abundance of feelings. But with this Four of Pentacles specifically, I mostly feel like it's finances, money, and physical items. Now, so the death can either be about severing, ending, literal death of something. It's like your mentality about lack can end. Or you can transform it, so maybe it will not end entirely, but the situation will improve greatly. Again, in its own timing. This is like super important. I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record, but it's very crucial that you do not try to push through it, okay? Now, if you look at this Four of Pentacles, I know this card usually doesn't talk about that, but you see these 4 circles, it kind of looks like a mechanism. So there is something being initiated for you when it comes to that. For those of you that do, maybe you don't have a lack mentality. Maybe some of you actually believe that you can have a lot, that you will earn a lot of money, you will be surrounded by luxurious things, but maybe you believe that doing it, like getting to that point, requires you to put in a lot of time and effort. Then this is also switching for you, changing how you think about managing time, about how much time you have to work. Also, if some of you feel like you hoard money or you let it go too freely, just basically if your relationship to money is not very healthy, then you are learning how to rebalance it. You are changing, again, your attitude towards that area for the 1,000th time within the time that it's supposed to. However, I truly believe with the Four of Wands that those of you that want to make more money, you are understanding how to hack time, in a sense, how to get into the core of the matrix. Like, you can see me now, like you can watch me, Stephanie from USA can watch me, Lucine from France can watch me at the same time, and I don't know who from Africa can watch me at the same time, right? It's like the internet gave us the possibility to hack time because we can be at multiple places at the same time. Therefore, it's like you're understanding something in that regard. Maybe some of you want to work on the internet too. You want to create courses, thanks to which you will not have to work more because you will multiply yourself on the internet, and this is how you will work with time. There are many messages coming with this. It can also mean that you will change your time management skills, but mostly when it comes to your job, I would say, like the thing that brings you abundance, that makes you earn for bread and for bills. Maybe you're changing your time schedule. Even like when I read the booklet for this card for the TikTok, it said, like, resign on any time schedules, you don't need them, divine timing is at work. Now, I'm not telling you to be irresponsible, but it can be that you're either changing the whole thing, rearranging it, or maybe some of you actually do resign on a strict schedule because that hasn't been working for you and you're finding things that do work for you. If you haven't had one, it can be that you're implementing schedules and stuff like that. Okay, so great transformation when it comes to how you go about your finances within time schedule, like in a nutshell. Then we have for you tribe, and the areas that it's indicated in, we have the Page of Wands with tribe. This is very similar to pile number 1. Like, I don't know if there will be any more links. Sorry, but for now there is this one link. So maybe like if you were called to pile number 1, that can indicate that like there was a message for you too in that one. And we have, you see this? And we have the 6 of Pentacles. I'm like maybe surprised a little bit that the 6 of Pentacles is not here, because the 6 of Pentacles is exactly about that. It's about exchanging gifts. It's about reciprocal energy. But we see tribe. Okay. So it can be that like people you give to or people you take from, like your employees, employers, maybe your clients, are becoming your tribe. Now, just what came to my mind is like maybe if you do plan to do stuff on the internet, it's like your viewers, the ones that are taking your products, or just your clients in general. Maybe if you like own a shop or you do service or whatever, maybe they can become your like kind of a family or a friend circle. That is very much possible. The Page of Wands is also all about embarking on a creative journey. So I would say that in any projects that you will do, especially projects that are more, how to say that? Like when the earth is your theater. That's not really what I wanted to say. It's like when the people you give to are many people on earth. I know that's like not English even, and you don't know what I mean probably. So I'm trying to make it clear. There are some jobs that are maybe more, how can we say? I mean, any job is for the people. If you create, like, I don't know, if you work on a field, you're a farmer, then you also do it for the people. I mean, we love farmers, right? On this channel, we stand farmers. Like, thanks to them, we don't have to go out in the field and get our tomatoes, okay? Super grateful to them. But there are jobs like where the public is a lot bigger. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, it's giving me that energy of the public being very big. So if you plan to do something that requires that big theater, within that you may find your tribe. Within that, you may also find the place that you belong. You may start to feel like this is truly what I want to do. Giving out to the earth, to the fellow people, and then being taken care of in return is really where I feel good at. This is where I want to be. And yeah. For those of you that already feel like you have a close circle of family or friends, maybe you will embark on a creative journey together, meaning you will start a project, you will, travel together, and like, it reminds me of circus. But by the way, the circus thing is going to probably to come up with this card, the never-ending story. However, like, it reminds me of circus that never settles in one place. They keep going from city to city, from country to country in a small tribe, right? To give out to the people. Of course, they take back like money for the tickets and so on, but they give out performance, they give out fun, and I hope you know what I mean. This is like, I don't know, these cards for me are super hard to channel like the message that I have in my mind to get it into proper English sentences. However, yeah, you may embark on a journey together, especially while doing something for others, and there's a big chance that you will find your people, you will find a place where you belong. Or if you have one already, then it's only enhancing. It's like the Page of Wands is something new, something creative, something maybe that you yourself did not consider before, because pages are children, so you can have that spark of that childlike imagination and creativity, and therefore you will know what people around you need from you, what you need to give, what you need to take. All right, then we have exchanging gifts. So in what areas is that highlighted? We have, again, you have another page. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Star. You see what is extremely interesting about the star here? Like, usually you see this on this card if it resembles anyhow the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. You will see usually a woman figure that is pouring the water in and out. Here, it's like she's only pouring the water in, however. I will insert you somewhere here, the original, the star. Yeah, but here it's not reciprocal. And that card, the exchanging gifts, when I read the booklet, it can talk about either being too much of a giver, too much of a receiver. So it's like 2023 is teaching you balance when it comes to that. She's only giving out water. Maybe some of you feel like you only give out and you don't take as much in return. You are learning the balance, the intricate balance between these two energies. The, doing, being, pushing, pulling. But that Page of Swords, it's telling me that some of you all have things to speak out into the universe, into the world, because the swords are either mental or they correspond to our speaking and the throat chakra. Now, I want to come with a sort of a piece of advice for your next year, is that you will of course be learning this naturally, that Page of Swords energy, meaning you will be learning good speaking mannerism, like how to communicate well to any listener of yours, basically. Because the pages, again, they are usually children. The energy of them is like children. And the Page of Swords can sometimes be very blunt. They don't really think about what they speak. So I want to kind of warn you, group 2, that if you speak too quickly, mindlessly, from not from your heart, from a different place, first of all, you may not be understood. Second of all, that can come back at you. You know, the swords are double-edged. So it's like a reminder for you in 2023, this is not a year to gossip anymore. This is not a year to speak badly about people. What I even read, I know I'm bringing this book so much up on my channel, a book by Florence Scovel Shinn, A Game of Life and How to Play It. It's like you have to let spirit even speak through you, and you cannot let yourself use words mindlessly, because words do manifest. So if you see, let's say, a friend of yours that behaves badly, if you go to your partner, to your best friend, to whomever, and you tell them even like they behave badly, you only reinforce that into existence, okay? And I know it's difficult because it's like, so what are we supposed to talk about now? It's natural to talk about other people, and I get it, but like just think about it, that sometimes if you say something about your neighbor, that they are a drunkard, that this guy is a jackass, that this one treated you badly, you're only reinforcing into existence the fact that something like that happened. So it's like in 2023, you are asking how to speak lovingly, how to speak your mind clearly, how to make your message as undistorted as it can. Now, of course, it's not your responsibility how your message will be accepted, because everyone sees and hears and understands the world differently. So the star is the card of authenticity. You will be learning in 2023 how to speak authentically from your heart, but at the same time not wounding others in the process. But not trying to dim yourself only to fit in. You have the tribe. Therefore, I know they are not like, I know the star is not next to the tribe card. I mean, not under it, but they are next to each other. So I still feel like they could be linked in a sense, especially that exchanging gifts and Six of Pentacles are definitely interconnected. So like within any tribe that you're now in or you will be in, you have to find your authenticity, and you will be finding that slowly but surely. Again, remember about the divine timing part. So it's like when you share your knowledge, when you share yourself, and like if you ask yourself right now, what kind of knowledge? I don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. Believe me, you have things that you know, you went through your life, right? No one else lived your life for you. Only you know how you survived everything, and there definitely have been negative moments. So you have the knowledge of how to get through these moments that you can share with other people. You have something valuable. Like if I see a card like this, it means you have something valuable to share. And your wisdom will be shared, so that like what you're giving out, the beauty, the wisdom, it can all come back to you. But I feel like this year, it's like a learning process for you when it comes to that. It's the initiation phases. So I don't want to be mean. It's just like, do not expect yourself mastery in one day in whatever you do. But what I also want to point out is that if you decide to say something differently so that the other person can understand you, it's like if you change the way you speak based on who you talk to, and I know there are social hierarchies, especially in countries like Japan or something. I'm not telling you to say fuck off to your boss, okay? Be responsible with how you speak. However, if you wear a mask, if you change everything about you based on whom you're talking to, this cannot go on in 2023 or whatever year you're watching that in. Sorry, group 2. The star indicates that you need to be authentic in everything you're giving out. Exchanging gifts will require that authenticity. Do you even know who you are? If you don't, this is not bad, because I always say that a process of learning and finding out about yourself is beautiful. But if you do know what you stand for, what your belief system is, what you cannot tolerate in people, you will be learning how to speak that. But you didn't get the King of Swords, you didn't get the Queen of Swords. It's not yet mastery. So trials and errors. Don't be scared to try. Your job this year is not to think how your message will be understood, how you will be seen. It's about you. Okay, this year is about you. Now, let's go to the next card, because I've been blabbing a lot. We have the never-ending story. And we have the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay, there are a few messages coming through. First of all, the Emperor is ruler, is strength. Again, you have the number 4. Yeah, the stable number. Kind of like king energy, but even like higher. He's the Emperor, right? So in 2023, you are regaining control of the story that you're telling yourself about other people and about yourself, about who you are, about what things are happening to you. Like this card, the never-ending story, it's also about the past, having the possibility to have control over you. But if you have the Emperor, it's like you are regaining control over your story. You're not letting your past anymore dictate who you are. You see this 4 of Pentacles? If you're overcoming any kind of lack mentality, not having enough, having to hoard money or spending it too fast, basically an unhealthy relationship with abundance, then like the severing of this story will happen now. In anything that it is related, I don't feel like it's... Am I making sense? This Emperor thing, this regaining control, it's not only about that story, it's about everything that we've been talking about up until this point. You are becoming more powerful, more conscious in how your mind operates, what you tell yourself, what you believe to be true. Because this card can sometimes talk about drama, like I told you, the circus thing can come up. So in the booklet, it says like, when you let drama too much into your life with that never-ending story, maybe it's you telling about negative things, about scenarios or other people around you. What was written in the booklet was, not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay, so that Seven of Swords is tactical thinking, so that is good. That is the good aspect of it. But the Seven of Swords can also be about deception. Okay, so if there is anyone in 2023 in your life that is deceiving you, first of all, you're gonna see right through the BS. But it's like you are not deceiving yourself anymore. You are not telling yourself the lies about you. Like, I am incapable to do this. Only bad things happen to me. I am unlucky, yada, 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 you know? The story is changing. Your viewpoint about yourself is changing. And the Seven of Swords can also be about like the self-imposter syndrome. So you see the Emperor is higher up. And then underneath it, you have the Seven of Swords. It's like the Emperor is ruling over the self-imposter. So if you've been dealing with that kind of energy within yourself, within your own mind, then you are overcoming it this year. But what is truly, truly indicated for you, group 2, it's like talking about others will not do you good anymore. If you've been doing it, if not, please disregard that message. But for those of you that have been talking about others, have been gossiping, this, like, it will not bring you any benefits anymore. So it will naturally fall away because you will see that it makes no point to do it. It only, like, backlashes onto you. It only brings the bad back. So it's like you have a lot of lessons to learn. They will happen in divine timing. Now I'm like saying it in a nutshell. And yeah, all right, because I feel like in the last part of the reading, I was more like your mom who was telling you off for possible things that can happen. I want to go back to the good part. Remember that you're not alone in this group too, in this transformation, because I see only good things for you. You're becoming more of your authentic self. You're becoming more powerful with the Emperor. So I only see good stuff. Like my way of talking could be a little bit cold, but I needed to be brutally honest with you. But remember that you will not be alone in this. You have the tribe card. Some good connections are coming your way if they are not here already. If they are only staying that way and strengthening. So you are supported all the way throughout your journey, and you're healing your relationship to money, and everything is happening exactly as it should be. You are right now where you're supposed to be. When you get the TikTok card, that means time is on your side. Time is your ally. As you're watching it, and in 2023, within the next 12 months for you. So this is all that I have for you today, Group 2. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to take part in the giveaway, all the information is in the description or in the pinned comment. I would love you to take part in it. And yeah, I will come up with more videos like career in 2023, blessings in 2023. So stay tuned for that, and see you in the next videos. Bye for now. Hi y'all, and welcome to Group 3. This will be your tarot reading. Sort of a 2023 predictions, and I say sort of because if some of you have been sent here by spirit, you happen to see this video somehow somewhere in like 2026 or something, there is still a reason for you to be here, so don't quit. You're welcome here. But now let's go back to the present moment. We're going into 2023. Let's find out about the 4 major themes being highlighted for you in your life this year. So we have these 4 cards that will tell us about these 4 themes, and then we're going to use the tarot to find out where these themes will occur, like in what areas you can expect them. So you have the card Y, which was the indicator for your pile, New Life, Blessed, and Time for a Nap. Now I do feel like my first sensation coming from these cards was rejuvenation, because you do happen to have Time for a Nap and then New Life, and this figure looks like she's stretching after having woken up. So something new, exciting, feeling younger, and yeah, this energy of excitement is coming through, which I don't feel like I'm showing it very well. But let's go to the very beginning. Why? It's like some questions are asked and answers are being given. So what we have for you is the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Okay, 2 times the swords. So because this card, this one, the Y, is at the beginning, it's giving me this sensation that some of you are carrying questions of like why something happened, why did I experience, why did I meet, and so on. You're carrying it from the previous year, meaning from 2022, or just from the previous months, weeks. And you're only going to find out the answers later that year. The 10 of Swords is about endings. So if anything has come to a closure for you, then you're going to be understanding why it had to happen. Like you see this figure on the 10 of Swords not really happy about the ending. The 10 of Swords depends on how the artists depict the cards. Usually you see a figure dying or being unhappy. So if some of you feel like something unfair has happened to you, like you've not been treated equally, and maybe like the path that you were going on has like not necessarily even ended, but there has been a blockage, you're going to be understanding that why it had to happen. What did you need to gain? Like the questions will be answered. But it's not only the questions that will be answered, you will have not even the answers that will be given, there will be more questions, which is actually, I feel like, good. And I know it can get to our heads and make our heads spinning. But what I want you to know, group 3, is that you're expanding. Because if you even have that consciousness to ask yourself the why about something, it already means that you see the underlying reason for something, that you don't feel like it's only chance. You don't feel like it just happened to you because it did, or because life treats you a certain way. You do see the underlying reason. And that already means that you have some sort of consciousness. Like, many people go on planet Earth without ever asking themselves the deep questions. And why is a very deep question indeed. You know, what is catching my attention ultimately is that where the Knight of Swords is going, the sword is pinpointed in the left direction and the Ten of Swords is in the right. It's like two opposing energies wanting to go into something, but already, like, at the same time knowing that it's not that good anymore because the time has come to an end, to a closure. There is at the same time this pushing and this trying to sever. Sorry, I have to adjust the microphone. If you will feel these contradicting energies in 2023, there is a reason for it. And there is a possibility that you will. So I don't want to sugarcoat it. And you can always come back to this reading and remember that it is supposed to be happening. If it's happening, it is supposed to be happening. You're gaining knowledge and understanding out of these situations. But other than that, because the swords are very mental and also they correspond to thinking and speaking, that may mean that you're understanding the why, like, if you had any negative conversations, all they will happen to you in 2023. Like, you know, maybe at a grocery store with your best friend, any negative conversation, and you will feel like it was a bit hurtful, like you see on that Ten of Swords, you will be provided with an answer why it's all happening. Like, it's always for your growth, but you will find out for yourself. Like, the Knight of Swords is usually not about the path, but the Knights are about going somewhere, like embarking on a journey to do something, find something, create, and so on. And this card is giving me that energy. It's like going somewhere. So if your direction needs adjusting, or it actually needs to end and start anew, like, I don't want to sound like a broken record. Just remember, the hindsight, how do I say it? Like, the hindsight is always 2020 or something of that sort. It's like, while you are in the moment, you cannot understand. But 2023 will provide you with the clear knowingness. Because you can see that. Can you see that? You have the Knight, the Ten of Swords, the ending. And then after that, you have new life. And she's looking like she's either waking up from sleep. Maybe you've been asleep. Maybe you are going through a transformation and you need to awaken from it, from the Matrix, from your dream, whatever you want to call that. Or you're gaining new perspectives and ideas. The new life is about that. Let's get the tarot to understand it a bit more. We have the Tower. Yeah. Okay, so definitely something has to fall away. And then we have the Knight of Wands. All right, so you have two knights, and again, they are going in opposing directions. So it is like something is not coherent. Maybe your mind with your heart. The Knight of Wands would be more like sacral chakra energy, while the Knight of Swords is more throat chakra and your mind. So maybe your mind is not in alignment with your creative energies, like where your creativity, your motivation, your inspiration is taking you is not in the same direction that your mind takes you. What I mean by that, maybe you are motivated by creative endeavors, but your mind is telling you that you have to go to a corpo and waste your life away. It's something about that is changing, and you're beginning anew. You have this freshness about you in 2023. But if we connect the Tower to the Knight of Wands, this may be only for some of you. I don't want to scare you, but this may, like, the Tower is about things crumbling away. It truly can mean that your path that you've been on is ending. It's severing because it's not the way, the direction in which you're supposed to be going. Please take it only if it resonates. If you're super happy with your relationship, your work, I would mostly say that this is like creative endeavors. I also don't want to make it seem like creativity is only an invention, like you have to create a space rocket in order to call it creative. For me, creative is anything like studies, your job, like the work that you do on a daily basis. This can be your creative pursuits. And like some of you may have been hoping for a clean new start. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're changing surroundings, and you want to have that, new beginning. Then this is coming up for you. If, however, you're feeling like, I love my job, I love where I am, I love my partner, and I just love everything about my life, then it's only like minor things that are not supposed to be there. Maybe some tweaks and changes here and there will need to crumble. But mainly, I would read it as you may experience that Tower moment in 2023. Something collapses that may make you feel a bit lost and shook, how I say it, I don't know. But then you are regaining your balance. And you're finding the way out. You're finding the answers and you're awakening from that situation. So remember that it ends on a positive note. But like something about either that direction or about how you align your thoughts to your actions, something about that cannot continue into 2023 Group 3. Something about that cannot continue. Let's look at the Blessed card. We have for you the Four of Wands. Cups. Ooh, and again a 4. And you have 22. Like, I know 22 is a master number, so you should not condense it to 4. But if you decide to do it, then 2 plus 2 gives 4. So you literally have 4, 4, 4. Wow. And you're in a 4-4 reading, right? Like 4 divinity, 4 piles to choose from, 4 major themes. Wow. So, and this is super interesting. I truly feel like this is a progression for you, I've been feeling that since the first card, that it's something like the energy being carried from 2022 into 2023, because no other pile got it. No other pile got a progression. The other piles were like holistic, you know what I mean? For you, and I'm saying this because force indicates stability, while the Tower is anything but stability. It's the opposite of that. So first, you will need to, sorry for that, but you will need to experience that 10 of Swords and the Tower, but then look into where you're moving. The blessings, Blessed card, the blessings are occurring within 4 of Cups and 4 of Wands. And I'm clearing it up for you because I know I've been pretty mysterious up until now with these 2 cards. It can mean your home situation, your home environment. Maybe you even change where you live. You buy a new apartment or a home. You have these like red strings. And it reminds me of like a big opening. Maybe some of you actually do make a purchase in 2023 or whatever year you're watching that in. Maybe you're making a purchase and the house is becoming yours on paper. Other than that, I feel like you're going to, like, past that point, you're going to have so much good time, because the Four of Wands is all about events. It's all about celebration with people and just, gatherings and life being pleasant. While the Four of Cups, sorry, I have to drink my tea because my mouth is dry. Okay, thank you for your patience. The Four of Cups is also amazing because the Four of Cups is rest. You're being blessed with rest and with the time for it. And then you will be moving into time for a nap. So, not everyone has the luxury of time to take a nap during the day. Some people have children to take care of, 3 different jobs, So you have more time on your shoulders. And the Four of Cups is also all about focus, single point of focus. So I feel like your blessing will be not being distracted by energies anymore, because you're beginning with the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is that shaky energy. You see 2 different directions, not knowing where to go. Maybe you will be met with a choice, like what to choose, left or right. It can also be more than 2 directions, but I mostly feel 2. Sorry, for y'all. And once you're past that point, your mind is a lot brighter. Your mind is a lot clearer. Your thoughts do not rush that much anymore. I even feel that from your energy. I am not as fast as I've been in the previous readings. So you will know what area you want to place your energy towards. Is it work that you want to focus on? Is it project A that you want to focus on? Is it traveling? Is it doing this? Is it that? It's like you're gaining that. And it's probably thanks to the Y card. So you'll be doing one thing, and thanks to that, you will be having a lot of fun doing it, but also outside of that endeavor, you will experience a lot of fun. You see 3 birds here. For me, birds, especially white doves, usually represent spirit, and that indicates blessings for me. So you literally get a blessing within a blessing within the blessed card. So I love, it could be regarded as the second half of the year, since starting from July 2023, but not necessarily. It can be a bit earlier. Just please remember not to push through these phases, because the negative aspect of the Knight of Swords and knights in general, it's going too quickly. If the Knight is reversed especially, but here they're not, because none of my cards are reversed in the deck. But if they were reversed, it would be going too fast about something. So just remember not to push through it. It will happen naturally. And then, good things are waiting. Okay, time for a nap. So it means rest, rejuvenation, having the time, and let's see in what areas. Ooh, wow. Very beautiful. So I feel like the time for a nap can be literal, if you've been hoping to get your sleep schedule to improve it, then that is happening for y'all. But if you feel like your sleep schedule is either good right now, or you don't want to make any changes, or it's hecked up but you want it to stay hecked up, then the nap, I would read it metaphorically. The nap is these 2 cards. And that is for you, the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles. And sorry for the chair noises. They sound like this, and I'm really sorry for them. Sorry, I will adjust my back because my back is dying. Ooh, okay. Thank you for your patience again. Patience is coming a lot in your reading, especially with that 4 of Cups. And what I wanted to mention, that with the 4 of Cups, I also feel that the blessings is the satisfaction. You will, especially in the second half of 2023, you will be extremely satisfied with what you do. On an emotional level, because there are cups, and on a creative level, you will feel like you are putting your creative juices into the area that they should be in. Okay, so let's go back to the time for a nap. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So you will definitely have more time for like projects, expanding on the projects that will be money bringing. Now, I don't see any pentacles for you before that, so I feel like for the majority of 2023, it's possible that your financial situation doesn't shake up, like it doesn't get worse, doesn't get much better. It kind of, I feel like, stays the same. But at the end of the year, thanks to taking time of yourself, like you can expect that. You can expect having more time to take care for yourself, but also to nurture not only your body, not only your mind, but also your projects. The Three of Wands is all about that. And therefore, you will be having some money-making ideas. Sorry. By the way, the New Life card I read in the booklet, it can also talk about new ideas coming your way. So it's like, yeah, I feel like your life in an area is changing. I don't feel like it's like the whole life is flipping 180 degrees for you, group 3, but one area especially is indicated that it will change dramatically, and it will only change for the better. Look at the colors of the cards. You start with winter, lots of wind, smoke, dark colors, something being burnt. And you're ending with that serenity. You see that setting sun, serenity, blessings, blue, greens, calm. I love it for you. But I know that I still haven't started talking about these two cards. Oh my God. So the Ace of Pentacles. You know what this is telling me, group 3? Is like, you may feel, maybe even right now, some of you at least, that the more you work or the more time you dedicate towards your job, the more money you will have. But at the end of the year, you will actually realize that when you rest, it's like when you take care of yourself, you can bring more abundance. Because you are well nurtured, you are well slept, well fed, and so on. It's like once your body and soul and mind are aligned, the abundance flows naturally. So you can always come back to this reading, because I feel like any expensive ideas you will have at the end of the year especially, but like since starting from July, the Three of Wands is about moving forward. If you will feel like you want to invest in a project, you really want to get it going on to the next stage. Maybe you actually want to move location-wise for it, because, oh yeah, I told you something about changing home. Because the Three of Wands can be all about traveling also. Then, I lost my train of thought. Of course, great for Divinity. What I just wanted to say is that continue on it. Continue and don't give up on it, because they are the money-making ideas. Like something, not even about money-making, but even about managing finances, managing abundance, maybe something about manifesting it, how to work with your thoughts in order to have more and to attract more into your life. So if in the second half of the year you're having a question, you're going to become a master answerer of questions with that Y card that you had here. But still, if like starting from July you will have a question like, should I pursue a project that I'm interested in, that I feel motivated about? I would say it's a definite yes. It's up to you if you're going to continue on it, but the permission from me has passed. It has gone. It has gone into the ether, and I hope it finds you. So, why cannot these cards align? Okay, sorry, that is unnecessary. So group 3, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Remember about the giveaway in the description if you want to take part in it. I would love you to. Maybe you will win. And yeah, I will make like 2023 career predictions and like blessings coming your way. So stay tuned for the future videos and see you in the next one. Thank you for your presence. Bye bye. Hi friends that chose reading number 4. Welcome to this tarot reading. This is a 2023 predictions. I just wanted to say that if some of you come here after many years, like in 2025, it's okay too. If this video appeared on your main page and you were sent by spirit or someone to watch it and you're here, then you're welcome. And yeah, treat it as being your next 12 months. But no, going back to 2023, 4 major themes indicated for you. These cards will answer what these themes are. And then we will take a look at your tarot cards, which are already pre-shuffled. They are here. The tarot will tell us, sorry for the noises, by the way. I need to get my bracelet and the clothes. Okay. So the tarot will answer what areas these themes will be most visible in. So you have here and now, which was the pile indicator, chaos and conflict, peace, and out in the sea, I think it's called, or just to the sea. It's called to the sea. You know what, group 4? So let's start with that one. Going out into the sea, for me, requires a lot of bravery. And I think that some of you that want to become more independent in 2023, maybe you want to move out of your parents' house, you want to travel alone, start a project alone, and stuff like that require courage, independence, and bravery. You're definitely getting a boost in that, and you're going to feel more capable in these areas. But you see these cards, first of all, you have numbers 32, 33, 23. So it's like you can see here 23 but flipped, and here 23 normal. It's like they are literally mirrored, the numbers, right? The numbers are mirrored. But then you also see this card being mirrored in a sense that chaos and conflict is here in the middle, sort of mediating between these cards that seem very similar, because usually while you are in the here and now, not in the future or the past, you feel peace. So they are very interconnected. So there is like, you could call it contradicting energy, but at the same time, it tells me that you're going to be more able in 2023 to accept the different parts of life without feeling the need to change them. It's like y'all are becoming okay with how things are, which is extremely beautiful, because it's only once you accept things and not resist them that they can change, right? You cannot change something that you don't acknowledge. So it's like you're becoming more understanding towards situations that arise for you. We have here and now, which tells me that you are going to be a lot more present. And then we have that chaos and conflict next to peace. Super interesting. So it's like nothing can shake you. Maybe there will be some chaos, some conflict on your way, but you are standing strong. You have your roots deep down into the earth. You're standing strong, and literally there is not much that can shake you up. Of course, I don't want you to put pressure on yourself if you during this year feel like you're just a bit chaotic, like life is a bit chaotic. Like this is normal, and I don't want you in these moments to treat yourself badly because of that. But you're really building up a lot of courage and strength, power, like personal power. Okay, so let's look at the tarot so that we will have more details. Here and now, oh my god. You are the third pile today to have the Page of Wands. And that is fascinating because there are 78 cards, right, in the tarot. And Okay, this card has been appearing a lot. So here and now, the areas of the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so what I can tell you is that any projects you're going to be starting in 2023, first of all, I feel like you are going to be starting something or continuing what you started in 2022, because the Pages of Wands are about that, about continue, like it's early stages, but like creative energy is being developed behind the scenes. So I feel like in these endeavors of yours, you will be, first of all, very grounded, since you have here and now. That indicates groundedness. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you are transmuting your whole being, your whole energy into the task at hand. And I also feel like because of being here and now and not feeling distracted, focusing on what is in front of you, you are better at it. Because the Queen of Pentacles to me seems like someone who's good at something, nurtures themselves, people, but also this task. You're becoming extremely capable to, it's like, because the pages are children, like it's childlike energy. So even if you're new at something, and by the way, when I say creative, I don't mean an invention. I don't mean you have to build a computer, like a space rocket, to be creative. It can be your studies, it can be your work, your job. It's like the thing that you dedicate your sacral chakra energy towards. So these are the creative things. And by being here and now, you may discover a lot of new things that spark up your joy. I had to take a break between pile number 3 and 4. For some reason, I just did not feel ready to channel for you. And now I can sense that what I did prepared me exactly to your kind of reading, because your energy is unique. It's different from the other piles. And I feel more present. I feel more grounded. So it's interesting that your energy of the pile affected me too, because the cards were shuffled a few hours ago for you. Okay, but what I wanted to say, it's like, yeah, I was thinking in between the piles, because I saw your card indicator and was thinking about the here and now. And sometimes it happens in my life. What I want to tell you, group 4, maybe it will resonate with you, is that when I look for inspiration for like a drawing or just, some sort of a creation, it would be easier for me to go on Pinterest and find things that I like. But sometimes I decide not to use my phone, not to get distracted, and really stay present in the moment without anything external, just like me and me, basically. And one time I was washing my dishes and then cutting fruits, and I was looking at every dish, at droplets of water on the dishes, at the soap, at the foam. Then I was cutting a kiwi and I was looking at the intricate, patterns in the kiwi. And I realized in these moments that anything can give you inspiration. Seriously, if you're like here and now, you can just look at a fruit and that can give you inspiration for a drawing. But today's society is very fast. So I feel like for y'all, you're calming down. And you see, you have that too, the sea card, but seas are giant usually. So are oceans, but seas too. And yours is not churning. Your waters are super calm. And since it's like at the end, I feel like that calmness will be required for your new adventures with the To the Sea. We're going to take a look at that later on. But for now, definitely you will find yourself present in your new creative pursuits, grounded, giving your nurturing energy to yourself and to these projects. And it's possible with the Queen of Wands that they will provide some good income for you, because the Queen of Pentacles, I said Wands, I hope I said Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is also very abundant. So now let's take a look at that chaos and conflict to really know what we're dealing with. We have the Eight of Wands. Jesus Christ, what is happening to me today? It's Eight of Cups. And then you have Page of Cups. So you have another page, another like beginner stage energy, fresh energy. Okay. So I told you that you're going to stand strong and find your way through problems of life if you encounter any in 2023. Now, of course, I don't want to make you feel like nothing will shake you, because you're not a robot, you're a human being and you have emotions. Emotions are indicated for you with the Cups, Jesus, Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups. That tells me if there is something to leave, to go away from in 2023, you may feel not mature enough to sever that thing, and that can create inner conflict or inner chaos. I truly feel like this, looking at the cards, is more internal, since we have the Suit of Cups, which is connected to emotions. I really feel like it's not chaos around you, but it's internal. So it's only how you view things. There might be some ups and downs. I would say, group 4, that since you have 2 times the page, which again indicate initiation stages, beginners, children, then like your biggest enemy, just by the look at these cards, is trying to become a master at what you do immediately. It's like you're going to be learning throughout that year how to be content with where you are, but with like also where everything else is, because you will be gaining the understanding that everything falls into place exactly when and as it should be. So maybe the 8 will require you, maybe you will start a project and then it will either like flop in your mind, like you'll be not satisfied, or you will just decide that it doesn't spark up your joy anymore, or you will resign on a manifestation, on a relationship, on school, on your course that you're taking, the path that you've been on. It can be anything for you, but if it's like once you feel that you need to move away, I feel that there comes the chaos and the inner conflict. It's like, should I really? But I should push, because if I push, then I'm going to succeed. So I would say do not take this as advice. Like if something doesn't work out immediately, then like give up and walk away, because I told you, you need to become okay with being a beginner at something. But if something will happen in 2023 to really drain you, then remember this reading, maybe even write it down on your phone, on the notes app or something, that if you feel chaotic at that point, it's normal, but you should not expect yourself to be a master of something, and you have the right to leave whenever you feel like it. So let's now look at the card Peace. And we have for you Justice and the Three of Cups. So this card, group 4, cards, 3 of them, like Peace, Justice, and the Three of Cups, are telling me that in majority, your relationships in 2023 are going to be really harmonious. You're going to feel good with the people that surround you, that you spend your time with, that you talk to. It can be deep friendships, it can be just colleagues. The Three of Cups is all about spending time with friends. And I feel like there is truthfulness, if that's a word. There is justice, there is reciprocal energy, there is the balance of giving to them, like giving your time and energy to the people, and then receiving it back, receiving the love back. Also, there's harmony, I feel like, not many conflicts. I really do believe that the chaos and conflict it doesn't come from other people, since you have justice next to the Three of Cups and then you have peace. So peace is going to be present in your relationships. I don't necessarily feel a romantic relationship indicated here for you just yet. We're gonna see the 2 remaining tarot cards with the To the Sea card, but I feel like it's a tribe, family, friend circle. And the Justice would also call you that this is a year to really be truthful. And that is coming up a lot, which I'm not surprised, because we're evolving as humanity. We are shedding the lies, the shadow, the ugly, So I really need to tell you, Group 4, that this is not a year in which it's good to lie to yourself, but especially to other people. Even if you feel like by telling a lie you're protecting someone, then try to reconsider, okay? Because Justice is calling you to be fair and to be truthful, to have that. You see, the sword is going up, not to the left, not to the right. It's balancing equally and not leaning to any of the sides. So yeah. And when it comes to the card To the Sea, oh my god, you see that? That is beautiful. You have To the Sea, and then you literally have a full look at them. They are jumping into the sea. They are at a beach. That is incredible. So, wow. And then you have the High Priestess. Whew. That is telling me like travel. Travel, trips, going somewhere. But it can be either physical, you can either actually go on a trip, and like maybe you want to embark on a journey on the sea, you want to buy a ship if you have the money for it, and you want to travel the world like that, or something of that sort. But the High Priestess also indicates to me that it can be a spiritual travel, because the High Priestess is very much connected to the spiritual realms. It's like your mind, not only mind, it's like you're dissolving the ego, and with your soul you're going into other dimensions. Maybe you try astral projection if you're into that. I was into that for some time, but I never did it successfully, so I just I left it, and now I don't have the patience for it anymore. But yeah, I feel like wherever you will go in 2023, you will be led by your heart, you will be led by spirit, by your intuition. So if you feel the pull, the drive to go somewhere, to change your location, you're very much called to do this. And the Fool, again, is all about being brave, all about taking the leap of faith. So if it's also like, let's read it not as travel anymore for some of you. If you're not into travel, or you just want to settle down for this year, it means being brave with like things that have scared you before. Maybe you want to start a new project. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Maybe you want to meet new people. It's like like what used to scare you doesn't scare you that much anymore in 2023. But especially looking at the posture of that figure, it's like they are reaching for the full moon, which again, spiritual abilities are highlighted. Maybe some of you want to become like Reiki teachers, or you want to get into yoga or healing or tarot reading. Just like your intuitive gifts can be really enhanced, I feel like, and it's like you're delving deep into the sea of your spiritual gifts. But the posture of that figure is also giving me like grace. You are gracefully moving through life, and you're opened to the unexpected. And I think this is because of staying in the present moment, because once we're in the past with our minds, we are like in the future, it's so easy to miss the miracles that are occurring around us in the moment of right now. So I love that you will first be grounded. It's like if we look at it as a kind of a progression. I don't necessarily feel that from your pile, but we can consider that to be the beginning, that to the end, and the rest to be holistic. So I love that you're first grounding, because it's like then you're prepared for the miracles to occur around you in the present. Wow. So in a nutshell, I honestly feel like y'all are evolving into, I don't feel a change from your pile. It's not that you're changing, it's that you're evolving who you already are. You will begin to notice the masterpiece that you are, and you're only making tweaks and changes, like little brush strokes with paint, to make yourself even more into who you really want to be, and you're going on to the next level. But I already feel from your energy that y'all are like well on it's like you're on your good path. This is the energy that I am getting from your pile, is really already being connected with like the divine plan for you, and you're only discovering new steps, new layers of it. So yeah, I think this is the reading for today. Thank you for listening. Remember about the giveaway. All the information is in the description. And in like 4 days, 5 days, if you watch it as it goes live, I will post more 2023 predictions, like your career, your blessings, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned for these videos, because they are coming up. And see you in the next one. Thank you for being here. Bye bye for now.